রাইডার্স টু দ্য সির কোয়েশ্চেন আনসার সেকশনটা একটু আমরা দৃষ্টিপাত করব। হ্যালো অ্যান্ড নমস্কার, আমি অভিক। এখানে আমরা প্রচুর আইরিশ ওয়ার্ড পাবো, যেগুলো বিভিন্ন কনোটেশনসে ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে, রেফারেন্সে ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে, এখান থেকে কোয়েশ্চেন্স আসে। প্রথম যে শব্দটা আমরা পাবো, দ্যাট ইজ পটিন। Potin is an Irish Gaelic word for illicit whiskey, which is made of distilled rye, potato, and oats. Aran Island is a barren island, and no crops actually grow there. So smuggling is a very common thing for them as a way of living. And in his Playboy of the Western World, James Singh refers to this Irish people's tendency to be involved in various kind of illegal activities. The next word you will find is Kura. Now, Kura is a small country boat. It is made waterproof by some kind of cover, and it was hugely used by fishermen in the Wales and Irish rivers, lakes, and oceans. The name of the town is often given is Connemara. Connemara is a small town in the county of Galway in the east coast of Ireland, not west. Some of you might make some confusion regarding kinning and crying. Now, kinning is a kind of whimpering or lamenting, especially for the dead. So kinning and crying, they are a bit different. Now another thing we'll find, pyre. Is she coming to the pyre? Now she is not a woman. She is the pronoun for a boat which carries passengers more or less on a regular basis in the Aran Islands. Now pyre is an elevated structure of iron and wood so that boats can stop here and take on or put down passengers and goods. So Bartley is coming to the pyre as he is in a hurry to undertake a journey, as that will be the only boat venturing in this way. Aran Islands is a group of islands situated in the west coast of Ireland. And I again repeat, like to remind you that it is on the advice of W. Yeats, John Millington Singh went to the Aran Island, lived there for almost 5 months between 1898 to 1902 and mingled with their peasants and common men and learn from them their struggle for survival. Now, what actually James Singh understood might be well summed up by quoting the lines of the poet Kingsley, who says that men must work and women must weep. I say again, men must work and women must weep, and the sooner it's over, the sooner to sleep. Who compare the stature of Moria to the status of a priestess? The answer is the famous critic T.R. Hayne. Now, another interesting thing I would like to mention here is that whenever the priest is mentioned, when Moria inquires that if the priest would stop Barclay from going down to the sea. So whenever the reference to priest is there, an obviously adjective is prefixed, that is young priest. Now why? Why the priest is always referred to as young? It means young means inexperienced. Young people have not much that ripeness, which Shakespeare says that in King Lear, that ripeness is all. So a young man can never achieve that ripeness of wisdom. Moria actually belittles the priest. That's why he says that people like young priest knows very little about the sea and the island. Because Moria knows from her pragmatic experience that the ruling force in the Aran Island is not only God but a catastrophic power called destiny. Destiny ready in tooth and claw, a power which is more than man, will lead mortals to their doom. So it is not safe only to rely on God, but also it would be better for their safety to stick to the pagan, heathen, pre-Christian belief which was quite prevalent in the Aran Islands in spite of the influence of the Catholic priests. Aran Islanders may be paradoxical in their belief in their peculiar mingling of paganism and Christianity. But James in actually refers to the Eucharist ritual in the play. Now, according to that Eucharist ritual, the church priest is to eat flesh. The church priest is to eat bread, symbolizing Christ's flesh, and they are to drink wine, symbolizing Christ's blood shed during the crucifixion. Now, interestingly, Barclay cannot be given his bit of bread, which, from that religious perspective, implies that Barclay is destined to die. His death will not be a natural one, and it will be devoid of any kind of salvation. Now, this fatal struggle between man with more than man, that is, between man and destiny, man and Atlantic, that can be explained from another perspective, as Emil Roy has done in his book British Drama Since Shaw. In British Drama Since Shaw, Emil Ray actually reinvents another psychological meaning from the Oedipal or Electra perspective. That is, she is the archetypal temptress, and Moria is another mother figure, and there is a rivalry between the temptress she and the mother figure Moria. It's a fight between two women for the man called Barclay. And Barclay must respond to the call to his beloved, the archetypal temptress, the sea. So, from that perspective, it is not only a struggle between man and destiny, but it is also a struggle between two women, the sexual rivalry regarding to the possession of a man. 9 is a mystical number in Irish folklore and legend. 9 may be ominous number because of this multiplication of the 3. 3 is definitely associated with destiny, which are in classical mythology the 3 sisters. Now that numerical symbolism has been used again and again. As the play opens, we learn that Michael has been missing for 9 days. Moria has been weeping like Niobe for again 9 days, and Moria herself says, recalling the drowning of Patch, that she saw 2 women and 3 women and 4 women. If we count the number 2 women and 3 women and 4 women who are coming to Moria's house to console her, again the number of women amounts to 9. While Barclay is leaving and giving his parting instruction to Nora and Kathleen, he assures, if we call it really an assurance, that he might be back in the Aran Island. Maybe if the wind is good or bad, Barclay says that he might come back in 2 days or in 3 days or might be in 4 days. Again, see the amount is 9, 2 days and 3 days and 4 days. 4 plus 3 plus 2 equal to 9. So 9 is a perfect trinity, maybe from the Catholic point of view, but it's an ominous number from the pagan classical point of view. It, on one level, indicates that Barclay's journey is fatal. On the other hand, it also implies that the uncertainty, he may say that I may come back at any day, or I may be back within 5 days. He said that I may come back in 2 days, in 3 days or 4 days. So this creates a sense of uncertainty, how they are puppets in the hands of God and fate. So this numerical symbolism again is quite obvious when Moria's family members are referred, who have been drowned. Again, the numerical symbolism has been craftily used while Moria refers to the members of her family who has been devoured by hungry Atlantic. She has lost her father-in-law, her husband, and her 6 sons, including Michael, so far. So the number is 6 sons, husband, and father-in-law, that is 8. And Barclay is soon to die. So again the amount is 9. So this is a peculiar symbolism, again and again symbolizing the ominous tendency. Again you will see that visual symbolism when the black pig is eating the rope. Now the color black again is ominous. And the rope which Barclay takes for his venture is actually intended for Michael's burial. So the rope which the black pig has been eating is itself associated with death. Not only that, in hurry, Barclay puts on the dress of dead Michael. So it is not surprising that the ghost of Michael will be haunting Barclay to death. Now, color symbolism has been again used. The mare which Barclay rides on is red, and Michael's pony is grey. Barclay's sense of duty, he might look quite insensitive to his mother, but his sense of duty, that as he is the only male member living in the family, so it is his obligation to go to the sea and earn for his family. So his sense of duty raises him to the level of a heroic stature in the smaller sphere of life. So he has been riding on the red mare, symbolizing Barclay's energy. But that red mare is chased by the grey pony, symbolizing death. This visual symbolism of the color red and grey has been emphasized by the critic Donna Gatzberger. Now another Christian metaphor here is associated. In the book of Revelation, it is stated that, "And I looked and beheld a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death." So there might be some belief that seeing borrowed this visual symbolism from the book of Revelation of the Bible. The two sisters, they are quite apt at weaving, and they had made stocking for Moria and Barclay. Now this is a reminder of the 3 sisters of fate who are constantly playing, making, weaving and cutting the threads of life, as Donne says, John Donne, mark the two lines. Because such fingers need to knit that subtle knot. Because such fingers that need to knit that subtle knot which makes us man. Now, Nora and Catherine symbolizes the sisters of fate. Now, Nora and Catherine, they play another significant role. That is, we know that the chorus has an important role to play in Greek tragedy. Now, Nora and Kathleen, they play the role of chorus, but not totally, but partially. Why? Because in Greek tragedy, you would see that the chorus comes and they just comment at regular intervals, as you have seen in Oedipus Rex. They come in regular intervals, they made some commentary, even they give some hints about what has happened or what is going to happen or what is happening. They make some commentary. They are never the active participant in the drama. But Nora and Kathleen are integrally related to the main theme of the drama. They are very much part of the tragedy. Not only that, to some extent, the sisters are responsible for Barclay's death, as always they go on blaming their mother for being nagging and indirectly encouraging Barclay that it is the life of a young man to be going to the sea. So, till then, we must be riders. See, we must focus on that destination. So, destination, knowing the destination is quite important. But remember, we are all riders. And for an actual rider, for a perfect rider, the journey itself is as beautiful as the destination. So enjoy reading and keep yourself focused.